Today I want to talk about getting into real estate. So lots of people consider getting their real estate license at some point or another, especially now that we have all these TV shows that make it look so simple and glamorous. But the reality is that 80 to 90% of real estate agents quit or fail in their first year, which is really like a crazy high number. And the general rule, even for existing agents, is that 20% of the agents do 80% of the business. That's what you'll hear from, a lot of people and a lot of brokerages. And there are a lot of reasons you can attribute that to. And if you're considering getting into real estate, I think it's just really important to have realistic expectations and really understand what you're getting yourself into. The most important thing to understand is that you are starting a business. When you commit to going into real estate, you are not starting a job, you are starting a business. Just like starting any other business, you're going to need money up front. If you're opening up a storefront, you need money for things like equipment, materials, the stocks that you're going to sell. And in real estate, you want to have that same mindset. A big complaint I hear a lot from new agents is how expensive it is to get started in the industry. But in reality, our industry really has very, very low entry costs compared to any other business that you might start. The bare minimum just to get your license includes the cost to take classes and exams to get your license, annual dues that you pay to your board, and a monthly fee to have access to the lockboxes. From there, some brokerages charge a fee to use their desks or technology or supplies. You're also going to want to plan for some marketing materials right off the bat. These include things like signs and business cards. And then on top of that, you may want to budget for lead generation, advertising, a personal website, money that you'll put into marketing, your listings. The list can really go on and on. And while it may seem daunting, it's really not something to be afraid of. It's simply important to be aware of your expenses up front so that you can budget around them, and create your goals around them. And then during the course of your career, you want to track them and understand your return on investment so that you can adjust accordingly. Actually, budgeting as a whole is incredibly important. With real estate, you want to have some business knowledge and acumen. You should know that you don't just start making money, right from the get-go as soon as you hang your license with a broker. Even if you put a house under contract that exact day, you're likely not going to make any money from it for at least 2 months in the state of New York. And if you do happen to put a house under contract the day that you start, that doesn't mean that you're guaranteed consistent business week after week or month after month. Because of this, it's important to have additional savings under the assumption that you may not make any money for the first 6 months or so. And at the same time, you're going to be spending it. Now, there are definitely a ton of things you can do up front, and with the right brokerage and the right training, you should, get the ball rolling right from the start so that you can create a consistent business, and it's definitely 100% doable, but you just want to be prepared for the worst case scenario. And when you do get your first commission check, be sure to not spend it all right away because a deal is never guaranteed until you are done at the closing table. That means even if you have another house set to close in a month or 2 weeks, whatever it is, that could get pushed back or even completely fall apart for reasons completely out of your control. So you don't want to be in a place where you are absolutely depending on that paycheck to live. And that's why it's important to have some kind of a consistent schedule as well for generating business. If you're coming from the job or employee mindset, self-motivation can be a very new and challenging concept. In real estate, there's no one telling you what to do, when to do it, how to do it. You're really on your own, and so you need some discipline to make sure that you're still working towards your goals. Now, while I've talked a lot about money, there's so much more that goes into this business. I've found working with people to buy and sell homes has been one of the most rewarding things I've ever done. There's seriously nothing greater than welcoming a family into their dream home or helping a couple say goodbye to their house and move on to the next, exciting chapter of their lives. Actually, one of the biggest differences that I found in real estate versus other jobs that I've done in the past was that you can't leave work at the office. The beauty about running your own business is you decide your hours, whether that's a strict time that you turn your phone off or you're next to your phone and available 24/7. But it's very easy to get emotionally invested in the people you're working with and the issues that come up, and those worries can really keep you up at night. It can be especially frustrating when you find out about something late at night or over the weekend and you can't sort out the problem until Monday at 9 a.m. when every other business that's a part of this transaction opens. From that same point, it's important to not let emotions get the best of you. There is a lot of value in your ability to stay level-headed and unbiased, even if your client is freaking out. You're there for your professional opinion and your ability to put fires out and find a solution to the different problems that pop up. While it's important to be realistic about what you're getting yourself into when you go into real estate, it's not something that should necessarily scare you away. There are so many more benefits to running your own business, not to mention all the really awesome people you meet and experiences you'll get as a result. I'm incredibly grateful for what this business has done for myself and my family, and I absolutely love what I do, all expenses included. And I will be happy to go into this in another video. For now, I hope this gave you some insight into this industry. If you've been considering getting into real estate yourself or have any questions at all, don't hesitate to reach out or leave a comment below. I'm always happy to talk about it. Otherwise, subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos. Thanks. Bye.